The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is returning this year to the streets of New York City. It'll feature 10 marching bands, top musical talent, more than 24 floats, and of course, those gigantic balloons of characters and mascots that we all love. This year, a little green guy is joining the festivities courtesy of Funko. Cheddar News' Michelle Castillo attended Balloon Fest in City Fields in Queens, where they practice for the main event. To find out more about this big debut, take a look.
For many families, watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is as traditional as the turkey on the dinner table. And after being closed to the public in 2020, it's returning to its normal form, according to executive producer Will Koss.
It's an exciting time, an exciting milestone to hit 95, and we're really excited to bring this particular parade back to the streets of New York.
And when you look up this year, you'll see some new additions, including Pikachu riding a sleigh, an updated version of Ronald McDonald, and a creature from a galaxy far, far away. Toy company Funko CEO Brian Mariotti believes he'll be a crowd favorite.
I mean, he's just adorable, and I think people that aren't even Star Wars fans saw him and just like their hearts melted.
This is the first time Funko is participating in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and they're bringing their friend Grogu from The Mandalorian along for the ride.
Being the fact that we were invited in the middle of a pandemic and there wasn't a lot of new content, one of the few pieces of content that was amazing was The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. It was such a cultural icon.
The first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in 1924 was a 6-mile event from Harlem to Herald Square. It featured floats inspired by nursery rhymes and real animals from the Central Park Zoo. Santa closed out the festivities. It wasn't until 1927 the animals were replaced by the helium-filled balloons we've come to associate with the spectacle. And yes, jolly old St. Nick still closes out the show to this day.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is synonymous with those surprise and delight moments, those opportunities to just at a glance know it, see it, love it.
Leading Grogu and the other inflatable characters takes a bit of practice, which teams get at events like Balloon Fest. It's not as easy as it looks.
We have a really talented team of balloon handlers and flight teams that work through all the steps and put the balloons through all their paces.
Though Grogu can be picked up and tucked under one arm, this balloon Grogu is 41 feet tall, 29 feet long, and 37 feet wide. And he'll use the Force and dozens of trusty balloon handlers to maneuver both him and his gear shift knob across New York, explained Funko's Reese O'Brien.
And there was a bit of a crash course in thinking big, and doing more with less, because it is a balloon. You can't sculpt it like you can sculpt, digitally or clay or something like that for a plastic product.
O'Brien leads teams that design Funko's products like its collectible vinyl figurines. He never dreamed he would be able to create his own balloon.
I'm a long time Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade nerd. Like, I've watched it every year, every day of my life since I was a child. And I've always loved the balloons and the floats. And so I know if I was in the shoes of a Star Wars fan that wasn't involved in the project, as soon as I'd see that coming down the street, I would just be flabbergasted.
For Funko, it was an honor to be invited, and they're using it as an opportunity to bring some of their team together since they haven't returned back to the office yet. A member of each department was nominated to celebrate Thanksgiving at the parade.
There's been not a lot of interaction with us. 18, 19 months of just like being sequestered via Zoom calls and team calls. So anytime people can get back together again, it's just amazing.